So hello everybody, welcome back to Blake's Den, welcome back to my channel, and we've got a new member on the fleet today. This is my Land Rover Defender 300 TDI pickup or truck cab from 1996. So a little bit about this vehicle. I've been working on this secretly, well secretly to you guys, for the last sort of 10 months or so. Trying to get this ready, and I'm finally in the position now to release the video. So what is it? It's a Land Rover, obviously, but it's been owned by the same family for 2 generations and owned from new. And it is properly farmer spec and largely original as well. So yeah, it's about as basic as Land Rovers get. So you got the steel wheels, 205 wide, 300 TDI engine, power steering. The bumper's not original, that's something I've had to replace, but you'll see that in the next video. The only accessory on it is a step, which is on the driver's side only. There's not one on the back, and there's not one on the passenger side, and the reason why is the first owner struggled a lot with his hips and found it easier to get in if he had a step, but since he was only ever going to be driving it, he never put one on the passenger side, which sort of makes sense. If we look inside, it's a bit messy, very farm fresh. So you've got the 3 seats in the middle, no radio whatsoever, although it has had an attempt to wire one in at some point. 5-speed manual with the diff locks, cup holders, but they are aftermarket. It's got the vents which you open up on the front. And yeah, really quite basic. So just under 109,000 miles from new. Yeah, it's about as basic as Land Rovers get. So around the back, we've got the pickup area, the load bed. So if we lift that clasp up and let's lift that up, this folds down. It's currently filling up with water at the moment, and the spare wheel is normally held on there. You've got quite a usable space there. I have got the canvas hood and frame to go on the back here, but no one in the family's ever seen it with it on before, so I'm not even sure if it's from this Land Rover or from a different one. We've also got the sliding rear window as well, which is sort of unique to the truck cab models. So I've known about this vehicle for 20 years nearly, and yeah, I've driven it quite a few times on and off road. It hasn't led too much of a hard life. First owner did a lot of towing with it and a lot of miles actually going around the country, but not really a lot of off-roading. Second owner used it even less really, just used it for occasional towing. So it's lived a fairly sheltered life. There's a few stories to tell though. There's a few dings on it, a few knocks and dents, and the grill's caved in, and a few scratches and stone chips, but just needs a bit of love. So my plan for this is to keep it as close to original as I can. I'll put the original or an original bumper back on. I want to keep the wheels the same. I'm not going to do any high lifts on it or big wheels or alloys or anything. I'm just going to keep it exactly as it is. There's quite a few bits that need to be done, minor work, so like the window seals have all gone, absolutely perished. There's things like this paintwork needs tidying up and paintwork there. Engine wise, it needs a good service. I'll show you under the bonnet. So there we have the 300 TDI engine. So those who don't know, it's a 2.5 litre turbocharged intercool diesel engine, and generates about 111 horsepower from memory. It's not the fastest thing on the road, but they're fairly reliable engines. So it comes with oil leaks as standard, like any Land Rover. So got oil leaking out at the top here. Don't know if that's a diesel leak or not. And I got oil coming out the bottom, out of the sump and out of both axles. So yeah, not ideal, but like I said, there's quite a lot of bits that I just need to do and just give it a bit of love. I've already been on quite a journey with this so far, so the next clip you're going to see It's going to be a compilation from over the last 10 months or so about how I got to where I am today. I've taken the Blake's Den show on the road today, so I've got everything set up for welding. My Santa Fe is proven to be the perfect mobile welding vehicle, and I'm just sticking some patches on the Land Rover. Yeah, it's not going to win any prizes because it's patches on patches, but yeah, just doing that, and I've got another one to do on the other side. You can't see because it's too dark, and hopefully this will get it through its MOT. Well, it's a few weeks later and I'm back on the road again working on the Defender. Today I was going to change the shock absorbers because I thought they were leaking oil, but in fact they're absolutely fine, both sides. I think when I last looked at this I saw a load of oil, and I think it was because of water in the load bed pouring through a hole somewhere. So anyway, a few other little jobs I need to do. Reverse light, I've just had to clean up all the contacts because it wasn't working. And the bulb was one of these clever detachable bulbs. I wasn't supposed to do that. So that's fixed, and I just need to do the exact same job on the fog lights. Bizarrely, I think these are the same lights as what's on the fog light on my Mini MPI. So yeah, bit of part spin sharing going on there. There they are, both working. You're looking into the sunlight here, so it's a bit hard to see. But, yeah, right, onwards with the jobs of the MOT. Final job I've been doing is unblocking the squirters for the windscreen. So, see if this works. There we are. Don't know why the wipers are stopping over there, but yeah, I don't think that's a fail. Right, should we give this a start and see how it runs? I have had it running just a little bit before, but all a bit shaky in normal sort of Land Rover style. 108,000 miles, or nearly 109,000. Alright, let's take us for a little test run on a private road before the MOT. So out on the Mini test drive there, two other things I noticed. The handbrake warning light isn't coming on, but I don't think that's a fail. And yeah, I was like, oh, what's happening there? Ah, right, okay. So yeah, there must be water getting in behind the aerial and it's seeping in through the light. I don't think that's a fail, but it can't be doing it any good, so I'll add that to the list of things to sort out. So it's now quite a few weeks later. I'm back with a Land Rover. First time I've been with it in quite a few weeks. Lockdown and all of that, it just hasn't happened. Thought it'd be a good idea to give it a proper cold start. So keys in ignition, handbrake's on, clutch down. There's no glow plugs on the 300 TDI with it being a direct injection. So ignition on. Let's see how it starts. See, faultless really. Yeah, starts really well. So it's several months later again, and I'm just doing the final jobs for the MOT. And one of the things is replacing this bumper. It is, yeah, seen better days, so I'm quickly going to swap that. I've got another one over here, which is actually a winch bumper, but it'll do the job. New bumper on. Doesn't look too bad. See, it would look better if it had a winch. I had a bit of bother with that bolt. Wouldn't quite go in, so I need to get another bolt. And the other job I've done today is new number plate on the back as well. So, looking good. And if you were wondering why I changed the bumper, yeah, this is the old one. I think that is past its best. Back working on my Land Rover for hopefully the last time before the MOT. Job I want to do today is, this is the windscreen wiper motor and this is the park switch, and that's basically, I don't think it's working. Basically the wipers aren't parking. I don't think they've done that for years, but it could be an MOT failure. So I've got a replacement switch to go in. So yeah, let's get on and do that. So new switch is in, just in case of pulling out the old one, plugging the new one in. Let's test the wipers. So these should park, hopefully. Hey, now they're parking, great. Okay, next job to do is, I was watching a video of when I did a cold start on this, and basically I'm missing quite a few warning lights here. I'm missing the parking brake warning light, I think I'm missing the brake warning light, and I'm also missing the glow plugs light. So I'm just going to pop that off and then see, I imagine some bulbs are blown, so it'll just be a case of changing those. Well, that was a mystery. All the bulbs are fine. I can't get anything to work any better. I noticed that the heated rear window was plugged in. It doesn't even have a heated rear window. So I've swapped those switches around to the parking brake. Still doesn't work. I think I'm just going to leave it as that for now. Hope for the best. Checked all the fuses down there and they're all fine as well. Judgment Day is finally here. So I'm about to take this for its MOT this morning. Fingers crossed it will pass. So we are back from the MOT, back at Blakesden HQ, and it's a fail. But only two things that need to be done, really. Quite a lot of advisories, but... Right, so the problems we've got are apparently there's some holes in the back of the cross member, which I've missed. So I'm going to have a look around and try to find those. Get those patched up. It really needs a new cross member, but that ain't happening. And we've got some play in the steering as well, so let's have a quick investigation of that. So it was this ball joint here with a mark on that weren't happy about, and it does seem a bit slack. So that is, so that comes out the steering box. It's like the arm on the steering box, which then does the steering rod and steering damper. Okay. I'll order one of those, and then welding at the back. Little annoyed because I should have spotted it myself. But it's actually right next to where I've been welding previously. So it's a mash of patches on patches around there, but yeah, you can sort of see where it's holed. So it's all fixable. So onwards and upwards. Fast forward a week or so, and I've got all the welding done. It's not pretty, but it's solid. So both sides done and all under sealed. And if we come round the front, I have also replaced the ball joint, although it just felt exactly the same as it did before, but all shiny, all new, all replaced. I've just got back from the retest, and there we are. Pass. With defects, but pass is a pass, so I can enjoy this now. So I hope you've enjoyed that. This will make lots more appearances on the channel, I'm pretty sure. It's going to need quite a lot of work. It's going to need a rear cross member in the next year or so. And it's going to need a wash as well. Nobody can actually remember the last time it was washed, but we're thinking it's probably close to 15, well, it's at least 10 years plus since the last time it was washed. So yeah, that's high on the list of jobs to do. So anyway, I'm going to leave this introduction video there for now. So I hope you've enjoyed watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And you can follow me on Instagram at Blakesden. So stay tuned and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.